5 key upgrades we should expect on the iPhone 18 Pro Max. Discover the top 5 projected changes in the upcoming iPhone 18 Pro Max, including design tweaks, a bigger battery, a smaller dynamic island, the new A20 CPU, and considerable camera upgrades. Here's what early leaks and stories say Apple may offer this year. First up, Weibo-based leaker Digital Chat Station says Apple's next big camera innovation will be variable aperture. If that proves out to be correct, Apple might improve low-light photographs and make brighter settings more realistic with improved depth of field. Another report claims Apple may add a smaller dynamic island as it prepares to eliminate the display cutout entirely for the iPhone's 20th anniversary in 2027. Per display analyst Ross Young and Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, Apple plans to hide the Face ID sensors under the display. And the third rumor we're watching is from The Information, which says Apple could be planning to put a single pinhole camera in the upper left corner of the display. The iPhone 18 Pro Max is expected to have the same overall style and display size as the last few Pro models. Apple may drop the two-tone finish on the rear and make the color and texture more uniform, giving the phone a smoother and more seamless appearance. Reports claim the iPhone 18 Pro Max will be somewhat thicker and heavier than the previous iteration. While the specific reason is unclear, the most likely explanation is a larger battery. Apple may be expanding battery capacity to accommodate new features and give longer overall usage. Apple is studying several front camera designs, but most sources believe the iPhone 18 Pro Max will still have a dynamic island. It may drop in size as Apple works on miniaturizing the front camera. Full under-display Face ID is still questionable and may be moved to a later model. The iPhone 18 Pro Max is believed to run on Apple's new A20 chip, manufactured on TSMC's 2nm technology. This should give speedier performance and better power efficiency. Apple's new in-house C2 modem may also deliver higher 5G speeds, lower power utilization, and support for millimeter wave in the US. Apple may introduce a Samsung-made picture sensor with enhanced low-light performance and dynamic range. The main camera could gain a DSLR-style variable aperture for better control over focus and light. Apple is also tweaking the camera control button design to decrease expenses while keeping its capabilities intact. The new iPhone 17 models already offer a remarkable battery life. Still, it seems Apple might be willing to make the iPhone 18 Pro Max battery life even better. According to a Chinese leaker, the next model will be significantly thicker and heavier, most likely adding space for a longer battery life. Finally, on the topic of 5G, The Information claims Apple will add support for 5G networks using satellites, which would increase iPhone users' access to 5G from its present emergency usage to general usage, meaning customers will be able to have unrestricted access online anywhere in the globe. There is a chance that the base model iPhone 18 might come out in April of 2027 instead of February or March. Apple insider Mark Gurman, in his newsletter Power On, outlined Apple's new iPhone release timeline. In his estimate, Gurman predicts that Apple would release the base model iPhone 18, the iPhone 18e, and potentially the iPhone Air 2 roughly 6 months after the debut of the Pro variants. This, Gurman claims, is a formula that the corporation will pursue for years to come. If the iPhone 18 Pro variants and the foldable iPhone come out in September, and if Apple does take 6 months to deliver the remaining phones, we could be looking at an April launch. While it is unlikely that the corporation will take this long, it is definitely feasible. Except, of course, if the Pro models and the foldable iPhone come out during a month other than September. Ultimately, February 2027 is the likeliest contender for the debut of the base model iPhone 18. This is because, simply put, Apple's new release timetable was designed to better compete with the S26 and the Pixel phones. If the Galaxy S26 release date is in February, as earlier releases appear to suggest, then Apple won't want to be too early or too late with the iPhone 18. As such, a February release for the regular iPhone 18 appears most likely, with the Pro models coming out in September, as is Apple tradition. Over the past day, The Information has reported twice on Apple's development of the iPhone Air 2. Initially, the publication reported the new model had been postponed indefinitely due to dismal sales of the original iPhone Air. But a second source just hours later emphasized that Apple plans to deploy the replacement by spring 2027, not too long after the original fall 2026 launch timetable. The cause of the delay, says the report, is Apple's intention to add a second rear camera to the handset. Before this scheduling shakeup, many sources had earlier reported that Apple was planning a fall 2026 lineup that comprised iPhone Air 2, iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max, and iPhone Fold. 4 versions overall, but no base model iPhone 18. Instead, Apple apparently aims to defer it to early 2027. So, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting tech news and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.